Now with fast times in Austin, Texas. Formula One racing is back in the U.S. for the first time since the pandemic. The green flag drops on the United States Grand Prix later today. Rob Marciano, he's had an incredible weekend. And of course, he's right there for all the action. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Victor. Yeah, it's been a great sports weekend for me and for Formula One. I mean, it's been the premier motorsports series in the world for many years. But this year, or the last few years, really, the fan base here in the U.S. has exploded. So much so, they're adding a second race next year in Miami. But this year, the hunt for the championship is tighter than ever. So the eyes of the world are laser focused on Texas.
This morning, Formula One returned to the U.S. after a nearly 2-year-long COVID pit stop. The Grand Prix is making a comeback at the Circuit of the Americas. Massive crowds are already revved up in Austin for the only F1 stop in the U.S. McLaren drivers Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo are happy to be back in Texas, too.
I see hundreds of pictures of you in cowboy hats and cowboy boots. Are you a bit of a cowboy at heart, Daniel?
I am actually. Well, I say I am. I'm a wannabe cowboy. I mean, I'm not very good with animals, but I have a farm or a ranch in Australia, and I love that. I love like the space. I love just being out in nature and just running amok.
And I sat down with F1's winningest driver ever, 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. The racing sensation psyched to be back in the U.S.
What do you like most about Texas and Austin specifically?
It's the ambience, but generally it's the people, just really nice. And we obviously have a big turnout of the fans every time we come here. And you can tell they're crazy fans. They're crazy into sports in a sense, right? And they create the atmosphere.
And today, all eyes are on him. The perennial favorite this year is in a dogfight for the championship with Red Bull's Max Verstappen.
You're a few points behind Max now. Do you like that feeling of being a little bit behind so you can come back, or would you rather have a lead?
I don't know if it's a case of rather. I mean, I love hunting. Being a hunter is always a great thing. But I don't, even if I'm in a lead, I don't see myself as not being a hunter. You have to trick it. You have to look at it like you're still hunting. I don't arrive as I'm the champion. Everyone's coming after me. I'm back at square one. I don't have any championships. I don't have any race wins. I'm going for it like more than anybody else.
How do you like your chances for the U.S. Grand Prix this year?
Well, the U.S. has always been good to me, so I feel best prepared we can be. Did some really great training this last week. I think some great communication with the team, so I think we're well prepared. It's going to be close still against our main competitors, but I'm excited.
But not everything's about speed and adrenaline for Lewis. Self-expression also marks his pace off the track.
And we live in a society where there's obviously people constantly commenting on, there's a lot of judgment that happens around the world. And I think today is so important to be able to express yourself just the way you want to be. Just be who you are and not worry what people think.
His fashion game is top notch. He was at the Met Gala on the red carpet. I teased him about his a blue steel look, and finally got him to pull down his mask to flash that $1 million smile. He is a charismatic guy and obviously an incredible racer. Turns out, guys, that he has something in common with Victor. He likes to come scoot around the track in his electric scooter, which is always cool, especially here in Austin. And as you know, Victor, always very sporty in South Florida, scooting around in his Vespa. So you're right there, Victor, with Lewis Hamilton. Victor, I like that look.
No helmet
I mean,
either?
look, Stephanie's always said you're the coolest cat on the desk. So, and with that video, I gotta agree.
The Grand Prix is in Miami next year, so that's me training for it.
There you go.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey,
Good speed.
guys, I gotta mention. So the lights go out. The green flag drops here at 3 o'clock Eastern Time on ABC, Circuit of the Americas, the U.S. Grand Prix. It's going to be a great one.
Looking forward to that. Thank you, Rob. We're going to get Victor a helmet.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.